Hello, my name is Anai. My piece is called When Flowers Die, and it's based on an art piece called Brand New by Jenny Morgan. Did it ever come back to hunt you at night? Did it ever come back to shadow the light? When it left, did it leave you in fear that it would be back and was always near? When it came back, did it stab, did it burn? It's only because I felt you must learn.
Hello, my name is Ariel, and I will be presenting my fictional story about the painting Brand New. My hands were clenched. The deafening sound of laughter filled my ears. I feel all the color rushing to my face. My own embarrassment is drowning me in a pool filled with shame. My lips are dry and chapped, making me uncomfortable whenever I put them together. My eyes drip tears onto the terrible tile floor. Any thought I had or any action I did slipped out of my mind. At first, I was in my third period classroom being laughed at. Now, I was running into the thick woods behind the isolated school, my classmates and teacher wearing astonished faces as they watched me run away. The crisp autumn air feels more fresh and smells way better than the stuffy, disgusting classroom. I feel free, like a bird finally learning how to fly. But I know people will soon be looking for me. My foot hit something, startling me out of my thoughts. I fell face first into the autumn leaves. Something thick and fast ran out of my nose. Put a hand up to my nose, red liquid decorating my fingers. I should have panicked, but I stayed calm and stood up. I was in a small clearing, with the sun's beams shining through the leaves. I leaned against a tree. I leaned against a tree that was near me, exhaustion taking a toll on me. I slid down the tree, back onto the ground. I feel new. A brand new me sounds nice, I thought, before drifting off to sleep.
Hi, my name is Deidra, and this is my story on the piece Brand New by Jenny Morgan. Sammy slowly rises from her slumber. She quickly closed her eyes from the bright sun. She rips the cover off her body, slowly resting her feet against the wooden floor. She made her way over to her bedroom door to start her morning routine. As soon as she opened her door, she was struck in the eye by a flash. Once her eyes readjusted, she made eye contact with her younger brother. He was looking down at what she could guess was the picture he had just took of her. Like my new camera? I got it from this random van selling stuff on the street, he spoke. The fact that you're holding that worries me, Sammy said, snatching the picture away from him to look at it. The green walls behind her darkened because of how focused the camera was on her face. Something that threw her off was the red dot that was on her head. She looked at it carefully until a splitting pain shot through her head. She dropped the picture and made her way to her bathroom. She looked at herself in the mirror, but a shadowy figure was right behind her, making her scream. Her mother burst into the bathroom with a worried expression. What happened? Her mother yelled. I looked. Someone behind me, Sammy stuttered, as tears poured down her cheek. John, call the priest, her mother yelled to her father down the stairs. The family were Christians, and they didn't believe in things like medicine and doctors. 1 hour later, a loud knock on the door caused the family to jump. John gets out of his seat to answer the door. It was the priest that people would call when they thought spirits and demons were roaming around in their house. Hi, Father Mac. I'm sorry to call you at such a short notice, but Sammy says she's been seeing things since this morning, Sammy's dad said. Let me see the child, Father Mac said. They walked up the stairs to Sammy's room, where her parents isolated her. They opened the door to see Sammy sitting in the corner of her room with messy hair and tears going down her cheeks. Father Mac slowly walked up to her, not to frighten her. Sammy, can you hear me? Father Mac spoke to her in a firm, soft voice. It wants to hurt me, Sammy whimpered. It wants me gone, Sammy sobbed, leaning her head in her arm, but stopped suddenly. A sinister laugh came from the young girl. Sammy, Pastor Mac said, Sammy's not here. She's taking a Nap. The scratchy old man voice talked to the pastor. Can you wake her up? Pastor Mac asked. No, the thing said. This is not your body. Get out of the child now, Pastor Mac demanded. This isn't Sammy. This is David's body now, the thing said. No, it's not. Now get out or I'll have to force you out, Pastor Mac yelled. David laughed. You think I'm scared of you? It spoke, with a grin showing Sammy's white pearly teeth. You should be. Pastor Mac felt intimidated by David. Mac pulled a small bottle out of his back pocket with the label, holy water. He opened the bottle and threw the liquid on the young girl. Monstrous screams came from the child sitting on the floor, but they stopped. Nothing came from the girl. No breathing, no moving, nothing. John, Sammy's father, ran up to her, holding her in his arms. He stroked the back of her head with care until laughter came from the girl. The old man laugh made John lift the young girl's head up. She was smiling and her eyes were white. Like I said, Sammy isn't here, David yelled. The girl lunged towards her father. Her mouth was wide, latching onto his neck. She tore the skin off, spitting it out after. I command you to stop, Pastor Mac yelled, backing away. He turned around and made a run for the door when he realized she started walking towards him. He was almost out the door, but couldn't make it before the girl bit him on the neck. Sammy's mom heard a lot of noise going on upstairs. Her motherly instincts told her to go up, and that's what she did. She was at the door to Sammy's room. She slowly turned the knob, pushing the door open. Sammy was facing away from the door, sitting with her knees tucked in her chest. Sammy, are you okay? Where's Dad and Pastor Mac? Her mom asked with the quiver in her voice. Like I said before, I'm not Sammy, and those guys were quite the treat, the old male voice spoke. As it turned around, making eye contact with her mom, its face was covered in blood, causing her mom to scream in horror.
Hi, my name is Emma. This is my poem I wrote in response to the painting Brand New by Jaidyn Morgan. My eyes are wide open, taking in all of the sights around me, watching the world spin and turn, a fast-paced rhythm of movement. Some days I wish it would just stop, for everything to be silent, motionless. I would let out all of my negativity, the always growing burden on my shoulders, the whispers in my ear telling me that I will amount to nothing, the persisting questions that wake me up at night, and that restless feeling of dread. It all blankets me until I am suffocated by fear. Is this the reality I am to live in? To just let the world stay as it is and not dare to change it? No, I will not wait for a change. I will be the change.
My name is Jaidyn, and this is my response to Brand New by Jaidyn Morgan. The lonely girl stands in the hallway. She wears all black with no skin shine. She stands alone by her locker. Her friend soon comes running up. Lillian, her friend Amanda said. Lillian, you have got to see this, Amanda said, out of breath. What? Lillian said. It's a funny cat video, Amanda said, as loud as a lawnmower. I really don't care about cats trying to be funny, Lily said in a sarcastic tone. Oh, come on. You've been so droopy ever since your grandmother passed. Let me cheer you up, Amanda said. I don't want to be cheered up, Lily said, very mad. Lillian stormed off, leaving Amanda by her locker. After class, Lily ran into Amanda again. Hey, Lily, Amanda called out from across the hall. Lily started racing towards the door. She looked back and saw Amanda racing towards her. Lily hopped on the bus before she could catch her. Lily reached her destination, the cemetery. She took off the jacket she's been wearing for weeks and placed it on her grandmother's resting space. Lily finally went home after an hour. She felt a spark in her hand, and then it started to turn yellow. After a little bit, her face was orange and yellow. Her throat was white, her body a pale purple. Her body
was glowing. It was bright like a shining star. The song her grandmother used to sing was Shining Star. The star was like a rainbow. That's how the song went. She heard a sound inside, the shining star. Her grandmother found a way to speak to her. Through the colors that shine within, she felt brand new.
Hi, my name is Kai. This is my written response for Jenny Morgan, Brand New. Her aura scatters, her compassion of grief grows, her silk skin sobs, but then they call her brand new. Her torn eyes water, her loose hair shivers, her chapped lips roughen, but then they call her brand new. Her worn out eyebrows shift, her fragile teeth touch, her pupils fill with deep sorrow, but then they call her brand new. Her wide shoulders shudder, her tears wander farther, her red dot on her head seeps in until then they can't call her brand new.
Hi, my name is Kailyn, and I'll be reading my story to Jenny Morgan's Brand New. Reagan wakes up with a sudden urge to look in the mirror. She doesn't know why, but she feels as if someone or something is pulling her towards all the mirrors in her house, specifically her bathroom mirror. She slowly walks towards the mirror when she sees herself. But is it really herself? She gasps a bit before backing away. "Help me," her duplicate says with a single tear rolling down her face. Reagan is confused. She doesn't know if she's dreaming or if this is real. It looks exactly like her. Sounds like her too. Everything is spot on. But in the mirror, there's noticeable aura and a singular red dot on her duplicate's hair that's driving her crazy. She leans in and whispers, "What happened? Who are you?" Then her duplicate forms a smirk on her face. "I am you. You are me." The tone of the duplicate's voice is different than before. It's more raspy and sounds further away. Not even a moment had passed for Reagan to react. She's sucked into the mirror. She hears laughter all around her. She's distraught and has a scared expression on her face, just like how her duplicate did when they first met. "What is this? Where am I?" is all Reagan could say over and over again. "Don't worry. It's programmed, so you'll know exactly what to do," the duplicate said, her voice fading away. Then it was gone. "Help me," Reagan said to another who was right in front of the mirror.
Hi, I'm KJ, and my response is on Jenny Morgan's Brand New. Imagine there's a city in your head, and you're the mayor. Every time you change, for better or for the worse, a newly changed version of yourself replaces the old mayor. The city you're the mayor of is the most beautiful city you can imagine, and it fits your personality perfectly. I feel like the colors in this art really show how creative the artist is. I mean, just look at some of their other work. I feel as if the person in the painting is the mayor, and they're looking into a mirror in their bathroom. Perhaps they're getting ready to go on stage and give a grand speech, but that's not important. As they look into the mirror, they see a red dot on their head, a telescopic sight. I think the art captures their last moments, the panic of realizing what's about to happen. The person about to shoot, I think it's the new mayor. The new mayor is the better, improved version of the artist. They've worked on themselves and are ready to show how much they've changed. However, they know the only way to improve is to get rid of their old, imperfect self. And now, with the mayor gone, they're brand new.